Today I will be reviewing the entire album, High as Hope. This will be my first review for an entire album. I normally like to review just one song at a time so I can get into the details of the lyrics and the instrumentation, but today I'm going to look at a high-level view of High as Hope. High as Hope is the fourth studio album from Florence and the Machine. It was produced primarily by Florence Welch herself, along with a co-producer. Their most recent album was How Big, How Blue, How Beautiful, which came out in 2015, so that was 3 years ago. So a lot of space has happened, probably a lot of things that have happened to Florence herself. She as the primary songwriter. The album's title, High as Hope, is Florence Welch telling to us that she does have a lot of hope for the coming years. So the whole album starts off very stripped down. We only have Florence and her vocals, we have a piano, and we have some drums. And then we get right into Hunger, which is like a super punchy and powerful song.
Thought that love was a kind of emptiness.
We have Big God, that kind of really is a powerful song at some parts as well. And then we end with a song called No Choir, and the first 30 seconds of that song is completely a cappella. It's just Florence and her melody. Such a non-contemporary thing to do nowadays, sing 30 seconds a cappella. Just a very cool thing to do because not many people do that, and it just makes the song more powerful. There's only one thing you can listen to, and that's her voice. Definitely my two favorite songs on the album are Big God and Hunger. The two lead singles on the album are Hunger and Sky Full of Song, which preceded the release date of the entire album. So those songs normally are the two most popular songs. Hunger is definitely, I think, the strongest performance when it comes to Florence Welch. I think instrumentally and lyrically, Hunger is the strongest song on the album and will be most critically acclaimed and likely the most popular song as well. I think Sky Full of Song was a great choice as a second single. I don't think it will be as popular of a song as Hunger just because it doesn't have that much punch to it as Hunger does. But I like it as a second single because it's so distinct, and when you're releasing two singles at the same time, you want them to be very different so you capture a wider audience. Very soft, very fluttery. That's the second single on the album called Sky Full of Song, compared to Hunger, which is the first lead single. Lots of punch, lots of upfrontness. Definitely a strong lead single choice. So the album consists of 10 songs, and I think that's a great number for an album because you can really focus on the quality of each song. And Florence Welch throughout this album really brings us through a journey of heartache and her family and finding comfort in loneliness. For example,
when I go home alone, I drive past the place where I was born and the places that I used to drink.
We have songs like South London Forever here, which really talk about childhood memories and what it's like to grow up in London and what it's like to grow up through those memories. We have songs like South London Forever, which talk about childhood memories. There's songs like Grace, and this song is really a calling out to her sister to ask for forgiveness.
I'm sorry I ruined your birthday. I guess I could go back to university.
So all the lyrics are so powerful because you can tell it's Florence writing them down on paper and they're coming right from her heart. They're not typical pop lyrics trying to force rhymes. There's not a lot of rhymes happening in this song. It's very much more of poetry tied to music. So that's why this album has been so critically acclaimed, because it's just a really honest album done lyrically. Songs like Grace, South London Forever, Sky Full of Song, Big God even, they're fully stripped down, and it really has made a theme to the album of being not overly produced at all. There's a strong sense of piano being the root instrument across the entire album, but there's not a lot of synths there. It gives such a nice feeling because we have such honest lyrics tied to not overly produced songs, so we can feel like Florence is almost in the room with us singing at her piano. Even the last 3 songs of the album, we have 100 Years, The End of Love, and No Choir, which are completely stripped down. Vocally, extremely well done. Florence Welch is a very, very talented singer, probably one of the best singers of our day right now. So vocally, 10 on 10, absolutely. My favorite song vocally is probably The End of Love. I like it because she goes so high at certain points, but there's a lot of background harmony vocals that can carry that low end when her voice gets so thin because she's going so high. So I really like that dynamic of sound, and just her voice is just really, really well done across all the songs. My overall review for Highest Hope by Florence and the Machine is a 9 on 10. I think it's the best album that Florence and the Machine have produced so far. I'm a big fan because it is just completely honest. It's very stripped down. There's no overproduction, and you really see that in today's world when it comes to overproducing songs. So we come right down to the roots here with this album of good lyrics and simple, good instrumentation mixed with a powerful voice. We just have something amazing. Let me know if you agree. If you disagree, tell me why in the comments. I do a song review every Sunday. If you like these videos, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.